Okay, so right now we are still in the midst of a pandemic, and we're still in the midst of people protesting. And like I said on my live on yesterday, we have three types of people. We have the peaceful protesters, we have the rioters, and we have the looters. And you need to understand the mix of anger that goes in all three. People, even our people, are upset because our communities are the one that's being destroyed the most. And I get it. And I'm not sitting here saying that I condone any form of rioting or any form of looting. But you cannot continue to take what we're doing peacefully and what somebody else intertwine and hijack a cause and a purpose and throw a wrench and make it something that it wasn't intended to be from the get-go. Because again, as I said on my live yesterday, there are individuals who are planted inside of the peaceful protest to stir up the ruckus. And then we get blamed for the mess that others stir up. And it's not black folks, it's white folks. I've seen videos of people recording where white folks is breaking the windows. But here's the thing, somebody said it really well. When we do something, we're thugs and we're criminals. But when you do something, oh, they're upset, they're frustrated. But your people are just as much destructive as you make us out to be. They flip cars, they burn, they break windows, they do all manner of evil. But when it comes to us, there's a different set of rules for us, and there's a different set of rules for you all, and that shouldn't be. Then we have the fool that sits in the Oval Office who makes stupid comments and then who makes sure that somebody photograph that he's got the National Guard that's tear gassing peaceful protesters. And then you come back and you act like you didn't do nothing. And the sad part is those Republicans that go along with it that could have impeached him a long time ago, you did not. So people, take your notes. Make sure you make notice to those Republicans who's going along with the foolishness. Those Republicans who think it's okay that racism is at an all-time high because of the stupidity from Num 45 and the things that he say and the thing that he does, that he heightens it, and he don't care. He's heartless. He don't care. And then for the judges that go along with it, we need to take notes of those individuals who don't want to see change. But the real funny part is, some of you all don't like us because of the color of our skin. And I can't understand. Maybe somebody else can help me understand. But we were okay back in the slavery days, and we were still black then. For you to come out of your houses to go down to the fields and sleep with us, we was okay for that. We was okay that we can take our breast milk and feed your babies. We're okay to educate your kids. We're okay, but you don't like us. So how does that make sense to me? Then you get tanning beds, you lie on the beach to try to get this color that you don't like. I'm not understanding. Whatever trend we set, you try to follow on. We braid our hair, you braid yours. We hang our pants down, you hang yours. We listen to rap music, you listen to rap music. But you don't like us. Why is that? And the funny part, the only difference between me and you is the shade of my skin. I am still a human being. I am still a female. Males are still males. And if you cut anybody, we still bleed red blood. So is it the fear that you don't want us to unify? Is it the fear because you don't want us to realize the power that we have in unifying? It's got to be something for you all to keep us in bondage, to keep us locked down, to try to ignore our cries and our voices, to make us thugs and us make us criminals. But yet and still, you try to be like us. People that you don't like. You don't want in your neighborhoods. You don't want dating your daughters and your sons. Help me understand. But we're good enough to buy your product. We're good enough to buy your clothes. We're good enough to buy your gym shoes. We're good enough for that. But we're not good enough for nothing else. You want to use us to sell your music because we have great gifts, our voices. You want to use us to sell your music. You want to use us when we're acting, actor or actresses. You use us for that because you get money from that. But yet and still you don't like us. Help me to understand this. Help me to understand this. And am I saying all white people are that way? No, I am not. But those that are, why you don't like us? What is the problem? Why is our voice not important to you? And if we push to get these laws changed, don't play with the words and try to fool us and thinking that you're trying to help us when you're not. And don't try to put a limitation on the time frame of how long the help should stay in existence. Don't do that. Don't BS us no more, because as you see, the pot has boiled over, and people, we are tired. We have had enough. This is too much. We want to see our kids grow up. We're tired of you stealing dreams and snatching hope. We're tired of that. It's unfair. And don't do nothing to nobody you would not want done to your family. But you can't label us as you want to and as you do. Because your people, Columbine, it wasn't a black person, it was a white person. So you see, we're not really that different, are we? We're not. But as the young lady said in her speech, these are some things you taught us, because this is how you treated us. You burned our stuff. You water hosed us. You put dogs on us. You whooped us. You beat us, and you hung us on trees. So you mad right now because we're burning down stuff and we're tearing it up? You won't allow us to own nothing, because you want to keep us in bondage. And we're tired. So we're breaking free. We want total freedom from the foolishness. And we want acknowledgement that we are human beings just like anybody else. And the racism needs to cease. We need to be paid just as much as anybody else. We have just as much value as anybody else. And you may think this long. I don't care, because you all need to hear this. Enough is enough. That goes from every political figure, every judge, every state's attorney, every mayor, every governor, every senator, every congressman, and every alderman, every state representative. This needs to cease. No longer will you stand up on the pedestal and look down your nose at us. We're tired of it. We're tired of it. And then you hijack our cause to turn into something else. And yes, we should stop doing it to ourselves too. But some of you all are happy that we're doing it to ourselves. Some of you all are okay with us burning down stuff. Some companies have even said, we're not going to rebuild in your area. And our areas is the one that keep your companies running. Your Walmarts. Yes. But we can do, Black people? We can stick together. We can unify. We can make a difference. And if they won't build our communities back, we build our own communities back. And it's sad that people come from other countries, get more respect than we do. They get more benefit than we do. It doesn't make any sense. Discrimination needs to cease. Racism needs to disappear. And we're tired. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. You don't give us our justice, we don't give you no peace. And if you don't give us our justice, we're going to stop shopping with you. You need our money. Don't act like you don't, because you do. But our communities are suffering. Our medical is suffering. Our children are suffering. You dump in our neighborhoods things that you think that we should have in our neighborhoods, but not beneficial to us. And we're supposed to sit back and swallow it. We're not swallowing this anymore. We've had enough. You look at a 5-year-old and your heart breaks because somebody has the potential of snatching that child's life. He won't never get married. Maybe he won't never graduate. Won't never have children. You snatching people from their families, their husbands, their wives, their relatives. And you think this is okay. You have a set of rules for one group of individuals, and you have a set of rules for us. And the playing field is not level. You have sentencing for the same crime. If he's white, he get 2 years. If he's black, he get 32 years. How does that work? The actress who paid for their kids to go to college got 14 days in jail. History has shown the lady who changed her mailing address so her son go to a better school is still sitting in jail. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. And until we get justice, there will be no peace. And we need to stick together. We need to unify and make sure that this cause does not die out. Our voices will be heard. Our voices are going to be heard. And you all are being held accountable from every state, every city across this United States. It has to change. And don't change them, just try to pacify us and feed us anything. We need real change written down in law that's going to last a lifetime. Listed out specifically in details what needs to happen. And it needs to start yesterday. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. We don't get no justice, you don't get no peace.